Save that for me. All right. Donald Trump, loser of the 2020 election. Joe Biden is the winner of the 2020 election. Donald Trump is a loser. He will always be a loser. He did not win. He's a loser. Fuck you. Okay. So he released a statement yesterday. And so let's read it, because it's very interesting. Donald Trump, in this statement, literally admits. Now, some people think it's accidental. I don't think Trump does anything accidentally. I'm going to be honest with you. Donald Trump openly admits that he is a fascist. So again, I talk about this a lot. I've been talking about this, right? Pretty much throughout the entirety of Donald Trump's presidency. He is a fascist, right? Like, all you have to do is look how he governs for like the first couple months of his fucking presidency, and it's pretty obvious he's a fucking fascist, okay? Look at what happened on January 6th. The fact that there are still people in this fucking country that don't think Donald Trump is a Nazi or a fascist after fucking January 6th, 2021, it makes me feel like I'm in the goddamn Twilight Zone. Anyone, and I mean anyone, who downplays Donald Trump's fascism is a fucking moron. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, they're pretty much a fascist themselves. They are enabling fascism, and they need a serious motherfucking talking to and or a spanking. And maybe let that be in the good dick way, but only if they learn a lesson. So, statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. If the Vice President, Mike Pence, had absolutely no right to change the presidential election results in the Senate despite fraud and many other irregularities, again, this is not true. Donald Trump lost the 2020 elections. There were no irregularities. There was no fraud. Joe Biden is the winner of the 2020 election, fair and square. How come Democrats and rhino Republicans like wacky Susan Collins, who literally just went on television, like I think 2 days ago, so like a day before the statement, she went on television saying she would vote for Trump in 2024. She's got no fucking spine. So she goes out there and sucks Trump's fucking dick on live television. And then Trump the next day says, wacky Susan Collins, whoa! Are desperately trying to pass legislation that will not allow the vice president to change the results of an election. Do you note the language here? That will not allow the vice president to change the results of an election. To change the results of the election. Note the language, the result. What is result? The conclusion, the summary, the end game. The result is what happens after all the votes are counted. The result of the 2020 election was that Joe Biden is the winner. That's why he's in the Oval Office right now. So if that's the result of the election, and Donald Trump is criticizing those who don't want to change the result of the election, that would mean Donald Trump wants to change the result of the election. That would mean that the result of the election is the result. That would mean he was fairly elected. Joe Biden was fairly elected. So if you want to change the result, that means you want to nullify the results. That means you don't. That means the results, in your opinion, I didn't win, so it's not good enough. This is open fascism. This is open dictatorial thinking. He is an outright Nazi fascist. I'm not like he literally is saying it right here. Like, he's just saying it, and is anyone going to care? No. Are people still going to go, well, you know, yeah. Like, people are still going to openly support a Nazi because they don't give a shit. Americans don't fucking care. Actually, what they are saying is that Mike Pence did have the right to change the outcome, and they now want to take that away. Unfortunately, he didn't exercise that power. He could have overturned the election. Again, folks, he is saying it right fucking now. He is saying it clearly, openly. There's no secret language. There's no vague verbiage. There's no gaslighting. There's no dog whistles. He literally said, read it! It's on the screen! Again, reminder, Joe Biden is the winner of the 2020 election. There was no irregularity. There was no fraud. Donald Trump is literally saying, unfortunately, he did not overturn the election. He said, again, like a lot of people might think that, oh, Andrea, please, I understand. No, you don't understand. This is the front runner for one of the major parties in the United States saying, unfortunately, I didn't have the possibility of stealing or overturning or changing the results of a democratic election. Now, again, we can criticize how U.S. democracy works. We can criticize voting. We can criticize the Electoral College. But again, okay, Donald Trump, again, do I need to say it again? He is saying it out loud that he wanted to overturn the election. Overturn. What that means, change. That means install himself as an unelected dictator. That's what that means. That's what that is. That's what overturn means. Does anyone... Like, am I crazy? Like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, is Rod fucking Sterling or Sterling? I forget his name. I think it's Sterling. Is he gonna, like, pop out of nowhere and, like, talk about the goddamn, and then the spinning thing happens, and then the boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then, and then I wake up from a dream and I'm, like, 6 years old or something? Like, what is this? What is this? Donald Trump is not in prison. As of this moment, January 31st, 2022, 10:51 a.m., as of this moment, Donald Trump is not in prison. What the fuck? This is a confession. This is a confession to insurrection and sedition. This is textbook sedition. He literally wanted to change the result of an election and install himself as dictator. This is sedition. This is an attempted insurrection. This is an insurrection because you don't need to attempt it for it to be an insurrection. It's an attempted coup. This is everything that everyone who's ever said anything bad about January 6th or Donald Trump has ever said. They were all proven true. We were all right. You were dumb. You didn't see it coming. It's okay, but just look at this fucking statement. I know I'm fucking like talking about this a lot more than maybe you want me to, but again, the loser of the 2020 election said that he wanted to overturn the election. He is admitting, he's confessing to sedition. Fuck.